So in this video, I'm going to be comparing some hedge trimmers. I have this one, Black & Decker 16-inch that I've had a long time. It's a corded trimmer, but as you can see, between myself and the rest of my family, it's been cut a couple of times, so we're looking into a cordless hedge trimmer, and also, in addition, wanted a longer reach because our bushes have gotten a lot taller since I got this thing originally. So these are the bushes that we're going to be trimming, and I'm going to be comparing a Ryobi and a Craftsman. So here's the Craftsman. It's a V20, so 20 volt, and it's got this little battery here. It's pretty light. It's a 20-inch blade, and it can cut up to 3/4 of an inch for the branches. And here's the Ryobi. It has this hedge sweep, and you can take this off if you don't like it, but it just helps you get the leaves or whatever out of the way. It also has the ability to twist, so you can twist to 90 degrees, 45 on either side, so you can trim that way. And it has an 18 volt battery that just plugs in there. So I'll try to see, you can see the size is a little bit larger on the Ryobi, and they're both supposed to be able to cut 3/4. The thing that I was most concerned about for the Ryobi is the weight. It's a little bit heavier than the Craftsman, but it's not too bad. So it's been a couple of days since I started comparing the Ryobi 22-inch hedge trimmer versus the Craftsman 20-inch hedge trimmer. And so I've trimmed around our house a number of bushes and hedges, and I'll let you know my final thoughts now. So what I had before was this 16-inch Black & Decker. It was a corded hedge trimmer, and so both the Ryobi and the Craftsman are definitely much better, mainly because I don't have to mess with the cord. The Craftsman is really nice. I have decided to finally, for my personal needs, to go with the Ryobi, but this Craftsman is really nice. It actually cuts through the branches pretty easily, maybe even a little bit better than the Ryobi. The Ryobi is a little louder. This one feels, they're all about the same weight. The Craftsman's a little bit lighter, and it's quieter. So it actually kind of feels or sounds like it might be underpowered, but it actually cuts through the branches quite well. Even the ones that are like 3/4 inch thick, that's the maximum size that they're cutting through. So the main reason I'm going with the Ryobi is that I already have the other tools. I've got a drill and a circular saw and some things. I even have a lawnmower that's a Ryobi, and so with the 18 volt battery, this is interchangeable with the other ones, with the other tools. So that's why I'm going to go with the Ryobi. It is a little bit heavier, but it does have a longer reach. I do like the fact that you can twist here to set the different angles, but that's not a critical thing. So if you like, or if you just need a really light tool, and if you don't already have Ryobi tools, I definitely would recommend this Craftsman. It feels very nice to cut through the hedges and stuff, and both of them do very well. The only other thing that I would suggest is, for this one, I'm using the battery that I got with my drill, and it didn't quite last as long as perhaps the battery for the Craftsman. So you want to get one of the longer lasting batteries. In fact, when I bought this one, I bought it in a sale that you get the tool with the larger battery. So this one here just had the tool by itself, but I bought it in a special that you got the longer lasting batteries. So that's the only thing that I would think about this one, but they charge up fairly quickly. So in the end, I would recommend either one of them. They're both very good hedge trimmers and work very well for me. I hope that was helpful for you. So I'll start out with the Craftsman, and I'm just going to trim some of the bushes here, and so you can hear it, you can see it. Both of them are fairly quiet, and then I'll use the Ryobi to trim the other side. So you just have a safety here that you press in and then pull the trigger. So that works really pretty well. It trims up fairly easily. So now I'll try the Ryobi, and I'm going to switch it over to be 90 degrees, cutting this way. So I think that one works just as well. I think sometime I got it snagged a little bit on this branch. I got snagged on that branch a little bit, and I think that that's more because of the angle. So I think they both do very well. The Craftsman actually is really nice. One of the advantages of the Ryobi to me is that I already have a number of Ryobi systems and I don't have to have a separate battery. So they're both pretty good. Now I'm going to do the thing that I really got the hedge trimmers for. This is actually fairly easy, except for the cord mangling, so it's definitely better to have the cordless. But I'm going to trim or hedge the very top here, which these are significantly grown, and so I want to trim it down quite a bit, and we're going to see how those do. And prior to getting these, the 16-inch, I just couldn't quite even reach all the way to the back. So reaching all the way across the hedge and then cutting down quite a bit is what I'm interested in. So I'll start with the Craftsman. So I don't know how easy it was to see, but this cut fairly well. There's a couple of places that where the stalk or I guess the trunk or whatever of the branch of the bush is much thicker. A lot of branches and that had some trouble there, but in general it cut very well. It sounds, as it runs, it sounds like it won't be that powerful, but it works very well. Now I'm going to use the Ryobi in that same area that had some trouble with the Craftsman and see how that does, and then I'll move over a little bit and trim there. I'm going to now take the hedge sweep off and see how it does with that.